Genesis collection, I loved some of you, but not all of you. Hello and happy new year, GABFAM, and welcome to the first try on review of 2024. Lots to come this year with Buffbunny collection, and we are starting off with a very strong collection. I will say she is beautiful. A lot of new pieces, a lot of beautiful colors. It is more on the lighter tone, I will say. We've got some new fabrics as well, and we've got a bodysuit. If there's anything that you guys know about me, you guys know I love my bodysuits. However, I don't have her to try on, so I will just start by saying that, but we'll get to it when we get to it. So yeah, really excited to just review the first collection of 2024. They literally wasted no time in saying we are starting off literally the first Saturday of 2024 with a collection. I definitely do have some mixed feelings about this collection, just due to the biggest thing being that there's not a lot of options for the bigger titty committee. However, I will say there are a lot of things that I do like about the collection when it comes to the fabrics and some changes in some of the pieces that we've previously seen. And we have some new scrunch socks. You can't go wrong with new scrunch socks. So if you guys want to know all the details on the Genesis collection, then just keep watching. If this is your guys' first time coming across my channel, hello, my name is Gabrielle Tongle, but you can call me Gabs. I am very well known for my in-depth Buffbunny collection try-on reviews, more specifically for my bigger titty committee, or also known as my BTC. But what's also cool is that even for those who aren't a part of the bigger titty committee, my opinions and try-ons do help you guys as well in knowing if they are meant for you, if you are part of the itty bitty titty committee, or also known as the IBTC. They're known to be quite long, but they are known to be very helpful. So if you guys are interested in knowing all of the details, you guys have come to the right place. Something that I started in 2023 was creating GABFAM PDFs where I consolidate a lot of my thoughts and sizing options in one free PDF that is usually around over 100 pages. In that PDF, I also have a lot more photos, measurements, and comparisons. And so I do highly recommend that if you do continue to watch this video, you guys hit pause right now, download that free PDF in the description down below, and then follow along. It is organized in a way for you guys to follow along as well. This has definitely just made the videos a lot easier to consume by having the PDF alongside you while watching what I'm saying and showing you guys on this screen. And of course, if you guys do want to support me and my family and all the efforts that I put into every single collection, you guys can use the code GABS to save 10% off your order. If not, that's totally all good. At the end of the day, all I want for you guys is to have your shopping experience be as smooth as possible when you guys are using your hard-earned money on these collections. And something that's very important for me to drive home is that although I am a sponsored athlete, my opinions remain very true and honest. And that's one thing that I do love so much about being affiliated with a company, is that while I am sponsored, I can still give my honest opinions on certain things that I like, don't like, would like to see improvement, etc. Because at the end of the day, if this video isn't honest and truthful, then it literally helps absolutely nobody. So with that being said, let's get into the video. All right, so the Genesis Buffbunny collection. We'll start with the color palette here, which is a beautiful, like neutral, earthy kind of tone situation. We have white, bone, moody blue, pistachio, mocha berry, berry ice, barista blue, cold brew, onyx black, earl gray, and heathered gray. The heathered gray is what I'm wearing right now, and we have not seen the heathered gray in this fabric specifically, and I will say I am loving it. Also, the mocha berry, the berry ice, the pistachio, all colors that I absolutely love. Barista Blue, we have seen something very similar to this back in like the Bossy collection. And of course, I will make sure to have these comparisons on the screen or in my free PDF that I previously mentioned. Definitely encourage you guys to open up the PDF. It's in the first couple pages. Now, unfortunately, not a lot of high compression sports bras. The best sports bra for the bigger titty committee in this collection will actually be the Revolution bra, which you guys know I definitely came around to enjoying more and more as they made changes throughout 2023. So I will say, if you guys are looking for one bra that'll work the best for the bigger titty committee, it will be the Revolution sports bra. However, if you already don't like the Revolution sports bra being a bigger bust, because I do know it has a square neckline, you do get a little bit of spillage, then you guys might not like that one. The next one to that would be the COLLAGEN sports bra, which I'll talk about a little bit later. But for the most part in this collection, you'll be seeing a lot of more deeper plunge necklines, as well as some very short bras. We'll also be seeing some shorts and some leggings. So there's no hoodies, no crew necks, nothing like that. No accessories other than the socks. So I'd say this is a fairly smaller collection. Now getting into fabrics, we have two brand new fabrics that we have not seen before, and the first one is collagen. So the description of collagen is: indulge in the luxurious benefits of Buffbunny collection, collagen fabric, thoughtfully infused with collagen to promote the nurturing and softening of your skin, designed for maximum comfort. This fabric boasts a higher moisture regain and exceptional stretchiness. Embodying sustainability in fashion, our collagen fabric is created from upcycled aquaculture amorphil that is transformed into textile. Revel in the exquisite features of our four-way stretch, a sleek, soft hand feel, natural cooling effect, and an anti-UV function. Immerse yourself in a fabric that not only elevates your comfort, but also embraces sustainability and skincare in one. So the collagen fabric is 75% amorphil nylon and 25% spandex. It has a four-way stretch, sleek, soft hand feel, natural cooling effect, and the anti-UV function. I think this anti-UV function is really, really cool because I know as they came out with swim pieces in the previous years, a lot of you guys were asking about that anti-UV function. And so it's really cool to see them incorporating that into this new collagen fabric. There's no doubt that we're going to see this again, I'm sure, especially around the summer months, but we will just have to wait and see. That's just my prediction. And I'll talk a little bit more about the collagen feel and how it fits with the pieces as we get to those pieces coming up. Now, the next new fabric is the AIRBRUSH one, and that one is described as the opulent feel of Buffbunny collection AIRBRUSH fabric, featuring a refined matte finish that exudes sophistication. Tailored for peak performance, this compressive fabric offers the essential support to conquer rigorous workouts. Embrace a cool and comfortable exercise session with its effective sweat-wicking properties, guaranteeing a refreshing experience throughout your most challenging routines. This blend is 75% nylon and 25% spandex, four-way stretch, high compression, sweat wicking, and cooling. And then we have our PERFROM fabric as well as our NUBRE fabric, which we have seen before. On the screen, I'm going to put a little bit about the Genesis collection here and the bit of meaning behind it. As I've said many, many times before, something that Buffbunny collection does so good at is creating a very strong and powerful message behind every single collection. It's not just about the pieces being named something that ties to the theme or the colors tying into the theme. It's about a much bigger picture. And that's something that I love to see so much about Buffbunny collection. They truly are about a much bigger movement than just activewear. Let's get into the bras of this collection. Like I said in the intro of this video, unfortunately, there are not a lot for the Bigger Titty Committee. I know everyone is literally coming at me asking when we're going to be seeing more. I understand the frustration. I said this in the last few collections, is that I understand how frustrating it is to see a lot of these bras not really work for us functionally more than anything. A lot of them have been more of the comfort side. We have seen a few good ones, especially in the Sevens collection. But I do know that we haven't seen a lot. And I fully get that. The team knows that. There is a lot in the works is all I can say. And so just know they're not forgetting about the Bigger Titty Committee. It's just having to have that fine balance between accommodating different sizes, accommodating different body types. And this is something that I was talking about with some of the other athletes, is that it's so interesting that even with some of us having the same sizes and similar stats, because of how all of our bodies are, not everything fits as nicely as it does to the other. And I can only imagine how challenging that is for the design team to try to accommodate everybody. So not only are you trying to accommodate so many different people in regards to the design, but when it comes to launches as well, you're trying to accommodate many different requests and many different things that people want to see. And there's only so much time and so many pieces that you can do in a collection in order to do that. So I do feel very strongly about what I know, that the team is working on things that is going to accommodate the Bigger Titty Committee. I don't know when that's going to be, but just know that they aren't just forgetting about us. It's just about putting out more for different cup sizes, but also putting in a variety of different styles and just playing around with different things as well. And so I definitely, while yes, I'd love to see more, I'm not upset or anything like that, because I understand that there's so many different things that you have to try and test in the market to understand what the audience wants and what is going to be the best sellers or what's not going to be a good seller. And so I think it's just the timing of, I guess, the amount of smaller titty committee bras we've gotten versus the bigger titty ones is frustrating for sure. And I do feel like I'm disappointing you guys when I say that there's just not a lot of options for us when it comes to functionality and coverage wise, as you can see by literally the bra I'm wearing. But I do know that it's not intentional to forget about us. You know what I mean? So I just hope that you guys stay patient and stay excited that things are coming and that you know, there are still bras that we can use. It's just that they're not going to be a 1+1 for certain things that we're looking for when it comes to being bigger titty committee. Let's start off by talking about the Revolution sports bras. So I don't actually have any of the Revolution sports bras that are releasing in this collection specifically, but as far as I know, there are no changes to the Revolution sports bras, just new colors that are going to complement this collection. So we have it coming out in pistachio, moody blue, barista blue, and cold brew. And it is, like I said, as usual, the Revolution bra that we've seen many times before. As you guys know, and as I mentioned earlier, I have grown to love the Revolution bra more throughout 2023. So I do feel like with the right sizing in it, which for me is a large, I do feel pretty good in it now that they've increased kind of the coverage a little bit. I do still get a little bit of that projection in it and that like spillage, as I like to call it, but honestly, that's something that I'm just noticing a lot with just bras in general, with having my implants. And I feel that if you don't have as high profile implants as I do, you might not see it as much. So I think it really just depends on your breasts. So that's just something to keep in mind. But my opinions on the Revolution bra stay the same as they've always been. So I definitely recommend the Revolution bra if you guys are looking for a staple that you really can't go wrong with and you want something in that NUBRE fabric. And so again, I'm a size large in the Revolution bras and I feel comfortable in that in regards to the coverage, the support, as well as the back, and just overall, it is my true size. I also love that it's long line. I'm a huge fan of the long line bras, just given my torso and just given my bust size in general as well. I've just never really been a girl who likes the shorter line bras. So the Revolution bra is really going to be your top pick if long line and a little bit more coverage and support is your biggest thing, and NUBRE fabric as well is your top choices when it comes to your bras. Scoop seamless bra, which is this one right here, which is what pairs nicely with the BBL seamless. So this definitely looks very similar to the sculpt bra that we saw in Cake in regards to the ribbing and just in regards to it being seamless. However, they are slightly different in a sense that this one does not have the tag in it, so I'm not quite sure what the breakdown is at the top of my head, but I will make sure to have the comparison on the screen. They do feel very similar. I would say that this one feels a little bit softer. This one is made of 92% nylon and 8% spandex. And I love the fine ribbing detailing here in the seamless as well. I think it's a really fun way to change it up. The only issue that I have with ribbed materials is that it does snag pretty easily. So if you have pets, if you're around Velcro, whatever that might be, even in your nails aren't like super smooth, I have seen snags happen quite easily, and I've seen this quite often in just any sort of ribbed material pieces, not just Buffbunny collection. So that is something to keep in mind with ribbed material, is that you do have to be careful about snags being able to come up quite easily. I do like how they kind of change the length of the ribbing, like bigger lines as well. I think that's a really fun detailing. And then we have the smaller ribbed happening around the elastic. It is just a traditional scoop in the front and a scoop in the back, so it gives great back coverage for sure. The front kind of gives me like Revolution vibes just because it is scoop with a little bit of a square to it. So like, as you guys might remember, the Skirkle situation, it's kind of like that. Because it is seamless, it is very comfortable as well. And so I did enjoy wearing this a lot when I did, as I was trying on all the pieces before filming this video. This one is one of the few that aren't a short line. This is more of a midline fit. So I'd say if you're not into the long, if you're not into the short, this is a nice in between. Quite literally, it is a midline fit. So I did like the length of it, especially when paired with the BBL seamless leggings. I thought it was perfect. So I was very comfortable in this one, on the contrary to some of the shorter ones that I'll be talking about. So if you guys are looking for something that is midline, like I said, this one will be a good option. And then this one is going to be coming out in pistachio, Earl Grey, and Moody Blue. This right here is Moody Blue, and this right here is Earl Grey. As you can see, they're very similar. This one just does have a lighter blue touch to it. The elastic edges along the neckline and in the back is meant for some increased support. And so I would say that you definitely see that a little bit as you see me trying on the bra. So I do appreciate that detailing for sure, where if this was all kind of the same, it definitely wouldn't be as supportive as it is. So I think that extra elastic definitely holds things down a lot better. There are removable bust pads in here as well, which is really nice. So you can either take those out or leave them in. And overall, I would say this is more of a light to medium support. As far as sizing goes, I did try a large and a medium, and as usual, a medium does give me a little bit more locked and loadedness, where a large gives me a little bit more surface area where I don't have as much spillage happening. So it really depends on what your intentions are going to be in wearing this bra. So for me, I personally gravitated more towards the large just because the medium definitely gave me more spillage than I actually wanted. So I sometimes opt in for more coverage than I do support. And so that's just something that we have to pick and choose sometimes, being a bigger titty committee. Next up, we have the Collagen Sports Bra. This one honestly took me by surprise a lot. I do love her a lot more than I expected. And I think it's really cool how they did this in the back. That was the first thing that I noticed, is that although it is like a racer back, they added these additional pieces of fabric here to give you a little bit more lat coverage. And so I really did appreciate that, especially with me being more self-conscious about my lat spillage in bras. But I love how we still have that very dainty racer back situation happening in the back. We have a lot of seams happening here, which I can only assume really just kind of reinforces all the support, which is nice. And it is also just like a nice piping detailing as well. And then in the front, it kind of reminded me of the Rosa bra, but with a little bit of a twist, as I do notice that it gives you a little bit more of that soft V neckline. And then I think the really cool thing is that it does have a bonded bottom here. So not in the back, but only in the front. We did see this when we initially saw the Rosa scallop, that whole bonded situation. And so I did like seeing that in this Collagen Sports Bra. And honestly, I reached for this Collagen Sports Bra a lot over the last few days of me wearing this collection. And so she is one of my favorites for sure. I just wish that she had a little bit more coverage, honestly, more than anything. But she does come in second for coverage between the Revolution and the seamless one. But I do feel a lot more supported in the Collagen Sports Bra specifically. So yeah, very happy with her. And just like I said, kind of unexpected. I did not know that this front part was going to be bonded and the back wasn't. The back does have a seam still here. It's just kind of like a hidden one. So you do feel very secure there. I do have a medium and a large. And as usual, as I literally will say many, many times throughout this video, the medium gives me just a little bit more locked and loadedness, but I will say the spillage is quite strong in this one, which you'll see in the try-on clips, where the large gives me a little bit more coverage and just is a little bit more comfortable in general. The collagen bra is also another long line option in this collection, so that's also great that between the Revolution and the collagen bra, you have two options for the long line, and it does have a light to medium support level. This one will be coming out in Onyx Black and Cold Brew, and I would say overall the feel of the collagen is something that's really, really hard to describe. It's like compressive and high performance, but still very soft and stretchy and comfortable. It's kind of like a hybrid of a performance fabric and like a NUBRE fabric almost. It's not as soft as NUBRE or like butter or anything like that, but it's just a really nice feel. And like I said, you get that performance fabric without it being that super slick, slippery feel or it feeling too performance-like, if that makes sense. Like it's really, really hard to describe because it's just so comfortable, but yet still gives you a little bit of compression that you're looking for. Again, I think it's really cool that it does have that four-way stretch. It does have that sleek, soft feel, and it does have that anti-UV as well. And the collagen infused situation is definitely something that I'm sure a lot of women will appreciate, being that we're all about taking care of our skin and stuff like that. I will say that it is not vegan friendly. I know this is a question that got brought up to some of the other affiliates. So I did want to bring that up, that because it is collagen infused, it is not vegan friendly. Overall, really enjoyed the collagen fabric, really enjoyed the collagen sports bra, and have been reaching out for her a lot. Next is the AIRBRUSH sports bra, which obviously you can guess is made of the AIRBRUSH fabric. This one definitely feels more like a performance fabric where it's a little bit more on that slick side. Something that I love so much about the AIRBRUSH bra and leggings is the pipe detailing happening here. I'm not sure what they're called, but I love the detailing so much, especially when you wear it with the leggings. It just really brings in the body to look like an hourglass and it's just so beautiful. The straps are also very dainty and flat and comfortable. I literally had no issues with the bra in regards to comfortability with the straps and detailing and compression. It felt really, really nice. It does also have an elastic, but it's on the inside. So I'm noticing that a lot with some of these bras that the elastic is hidden inside versus being on the outside. So it does give the design a lot more of a sleeker look. So I did really enjoy that. It also has a silicone logo as well. And this one also has that V neckline. I did opt in for a large for this just because I knew that it was going to be a little bit more high compression. I did also run in this already, and I will say she did not work out for me running wise. I did not feel very supported. I felt good with the coverage, but again, that's kind of why I bounce back and forth between medium and large, is that when it comes to the support, it wasn't tight enough. But the problem with me and my bust is that I have to get a large in order to get the surface area coverage that I need, or else the nipples will be coming out and we do not need that. And so sometimes I have to sacrifice the compressiveness and the support that I get from a bra for the size that I need. And so that was my only thing, is that she was great with like the sweat and everything like that, it dried up so quickly. And it honestly felt very, very comfortable with me sweating as much as I was when I was running. But when I was running, I definitely felt like I had to literally hold the bra up because it just was not supporting the girls and not locking them down. And so, I mean, in general, just being more on the bigger titty committee, I would not advise running in this because one, I run at home, so I don't have to worry about anyone seeing anything, but it also just wasn't supportive when I was running in general. So that's the only downfall to it because I genuinely loved this bra so much in regards to the aesthetics of it, the fabric of it. I loved everything about it. And so I would say this is more of something that I would not be jumping or running around in, but it's something that if I know I'm going to be sweating a lot in, so maybe like hot yoga or something like that, or even in the summer, it's going to be really nice and cooling, then that's when I would opt in for something like this. But unfortunately, due to it not only being short, but also lower plunge line, and then also not giving me the support, it just isn't the bra that I'm going to be choosing for running, even though I'd love to see a more higher coverage bra in this fabric. I also really do enjoy the matte finish. I think it's very, very pretty. Just overall, the airbrush set just looked so, so good. And again, I just really hope that we see the airbrush fabric and many other pieces coming up that is going to be more supportive for the bigger titty committee. Because again, I just love the overall performance of the fabric in general when I was getting a sweaty. So let's cross fingers that we see this fabric in more pieces coming up this year because I truly did enjoy it so, so much as a performance fabric. I already know that the medium would obviously give me that support that I need, but holy would I not feel good about the coverage. So I'm not even gonna bother try. So again, it's just something that kind of sucks for our cup sizes is that that's just kind of the trade-off that we get. Also loved the strappy back. I had no issues with these kind of twisting or turning or anything like that, which was nice. They laid nice and flat on the back, which was really good. And these didn't bother me at all when I was wearing them for as long as I did. So as you can see, I love the bra. There's just one specific thing that I don't like about it, which is the support because of the way it's cut. Next, we have the Dream Heathered Bra, which is the one that I'm wearing right here. Again, as you can see, the coverage is just not here. However, it is very, very comfortable. It is a very, very nice fabric. I love this heathered fabric a lot. It is made of recycled polyester and spandex. The actual breakdown is going to be on the screen because I'm literally wearing the pieces, so I can't even look at the tag. But I have been so, so comfortable in these Dream Heathered pieces. It literally is like, yes, it feels like very like cotton-like, but obviously, as you can see, it's a polyester spandex blend, and it's just so comfortable to be chilling in. Like, it's definitely something that I wouldn't say is going to be sweat wicking at all. I wouldn't recommend it if you're going to be sweating a lot. I would be wearing it more for something like what I'm doing, like just hanging out, running errands, something more low impact, and it's just so comfortable to the touch. And I haven't experienced any pilling or anything at all as well, even though it is giving that like cotton feel. And I mean, it's just a whole vibe, you know? And I love that we have the thicker straps and then we have the thinner straps with the adjustability. It's the adjustability for me, and you just wait till I get to the bodysuit. That's what I am just like, yes. But I do love the adjustability. I love that we're seeing it more and more throughout the launches. I said this way back then when the launches started coming out with more adjustable bras, but I truly think that is the name of the game in being able to come out with all these bras that are going to work for so many different cup sizes. I think for me, even if I were to adjust the straps all the way, it still is a shorter line bra, and so you can only adjust so much where you're pulling it up, but then you're going to lose the elastic actually being under your cups. So again, it's like, it's great that it's there, but because of the shorter line design, I am still limited. This one is technically more of a midline, but still, again, just with my cups, I do find the elastic literally sits right under my cup. Like, it's not even like over my cup and like flat against my like ribs. It's like literally under my cup. But again, it's just something that might be more of a me problem than it is a majority problem. Overall, I would say because we do have the adjustability, this can be more of a medium support bra. Again, the only thing is that you're not going to be getting that medium support coverage. Getting into the shorts, we have two lengths of legacy shorts coming out. We have the 4-inch and the 6-inch. So whatever side you're on, you guys have got the options. For the 4-inch, we have pistachio, cold brew, and moody blue. No changes to those. And then we have the 6-inch coming in barista blue and cold brew. So unfortunately, we're not getting the pistachio in the 6th inch, nor are we getting the Moody Blue. The only mutual color that we're getting in both lengths is the Cold Brew. But you guys know the Legacy bottoms, whether that's shorts or leggings, are my top favorite bottoms. So if you guys are looking to just add more to those, then you guys will have some options coming up in 2 different inseam lengths. Next, we have the BBL seamless shorts in 5 inches. I don't even know the last time you saw a 5-inch short. I mean, I swear the curve shorts were 5 inches, even though the PDF said differently, but the BBL seamless 5-inch shorts were absolutely perfect in length. I really enjoyed wearing them when I was wearing them. Now let's get into the changes of the BBL seamless bottoms in general, not just the shorts, but the leggings as well. They did change them to be more of a mid to high rise. Obviously, depending on your torso length, it depends on where it's really going to hit you, but I do find that they are a lower rise than what we previously had seen. Apparently, this might be something that a lot of you guys may have wanted. Maybe it was too high of a rise in the original ones that we saw in Cake, but they actually made this change, I want to say during the Black Friday launch, I believe it was. And so I haven't gotten any since Cake. So this is my first time seeing the updated fit. And so I will say the medium in the BBL shorts, I was fine with. Like the rise was fine. The camel toe was okay. It's such a struggle with the BBL seamless because it's like, I'm understanding the mechanics of this whole like booty cheek separation situation, but it's like the more that these booty cheek separation is like going up the bum, the more that you're like almost prone to the camel toe happening as well, but like further back, if that makes sense. Like it's kind of like a more emphasized hidden camel toe. Like it's so hard to explain, but it's like, if you think about the math, right? Like we're scrunching it up more up the butt, right? So like naturally all the fabric is just going to bunch up more, but it's going to start in the back. And so yeah, depending on your vagine anatomy, you might see it from the front, you might not, but that's something that I did notice is that more in the leggings is that the more that the scrunch went up my bum and like depending on where the V kind of like hit, depended on if I could see it more from the front or not. I don't know. It's very, very hard to describe. But yeah, that was the only thing is that I found that that was a little bit of a struggle for me between the both bottoms. So I concluded that I like the medium in the shorts. You guys know me. Usually if it's 4 inches, I'm going for a medium. Unless it's a Rosa short, then I'm okay with a small. But I just find that I'm more comfortable in the 4-inch shorts in general in a medium. And so that's why I went with the medium in the 5 inches. And I do like the way that they fit overall. I don't feel like I had too much excess material or anything like that or any fabric bunching. But I do think that in general, the BBL seamless bottoms, we do have to wear underwear with them. And I'm still on the hunt of figuring out the right underwear for me because if it wasn't like a little bit of camel toe or like a little bit of like that outline, it was like with the underwear, you just still see the underwear. So it's just like, you just can't win. You know what I mean? But it's annoying because I really do like the BBL seamless bottoms. I think they're beautiful and I love the way that they fit. And I find that the contouring sits really nicely on my glutes specifically. I know that's something that a lot of people are noticing as well, is that the contour is sitting differently. But for me, I found that it sit just fine. If anything, it fit better. I found that the Cake ones kind of sat too low. So I think they brought it up. So again, I think it depends on the size of your glutes and just like how long your glutes are as to where that contour is going to sit now. So for me, it was fine. But yeah, that was my only thing, is that the whole camel toe situation. It's like I wanted to go separate the booty cheeks, but I'm trying not to have a crazy camel toe situation, you know? So it's tough. Editing Gabs here. So I just wanted to do like some more commentary over just the try on clip here. So honestly, almost all the colors are quite sheer the more that I looked at the try on footage, and this is me with no underwear. I mean, you can definitely see like my booty crack, you know what I mean? Like you can see it's darker there because there's more shadows. It wasn't so, like, it's not terrible. It's definitely been worse than some other leggings. And for me, so right here, I don't have like your usual camel toe, but you could definitely see the outline, you know what I mean? And so it didn't catch on camera depending on like the angle you're looking, but there's that hidden camel toe that I keep trying to describe for you guys. But my main problem with underwear or without was that I'd get this right here. So this is without underwear, but honestly, even with underwear, you just saw, like, again, that's what I was saying, like, I'm trying to look for like the best underwear, but like even the underwear bunching you'd see which just genuinely looked like my vagina too. So it like just didn't make a difference for me. And because I wear a thong, it's like the logic of a thong going up your booty crack
and me just seeing like that same shadow. You know what I mean? Like whether something is in the crack or not, it's still the same shadow that you're seeing from the back, if that makes any sense at all. But yeah, so I just wanted to kind of give you guys some commentary on that. Overall, the waistbands as well on the shorts and the leggings aren't as compressive. In the PDF, you guys will see the measurement differences in it being on like the flat ground, but the BBL seamless bottoms in general just aren't as compressive as they used to be, which is, you know, most of people like it more because it's a little bit more comfortable. I personally liked how like compressive it was because it really fucking snatched the waist, where I find that these ones didn't snatch nearly as much. Like it still did, but like not quite the same, but like it's still flattering, you know what I mean? So yeah, this is like my main problem, to be honest with you. It's like you're already like sheer as it is, like in the back, let alone the front is kind of what I'm more concerned about. So yeah, and I mean, there's also another clip that I'll add where you can see the sticker. I would say that the Earl Grey was the least sheer, but honestly, they're all fairly similar when it comes to sheerness. So I think that's the main thing that a lot of people won't like, because even with what's it called, sizing up to the medium, it's still like it's sheer, right? Like these are a medium, and so you're not even stretching the material all that much. Anyways, that is the issue that I had with the BBL seamless bottoms in general, and you'll see this again when I talk about the leggings.
But overall, I was happy with the shorts. I had more of a struggle with the leggings, and I'll get to that when I get to the leggings in a second. But medium is my true size, and it still has that folding waistband if you wanted to. But again, for me, that's just still not happening. Even more so now that they lowered the rise. So not sure who that's working the best for, but it's not going to be me. But yeah, that is everything on the new BBL shorts in 5 inches. The shorts specifically will only be launching in 2 colors, which is Moody Blue, which is what I have right here, and Pistachio. And just so you guys can see, the Moody Blue scoop seamless bra and the shorts pair absolutely perfectly. Something that I found really cool about the BBL seamless shorts is that they actually added an antibacterial layer in the gusset, which I can appreciate a lot, especially if you're putting things up the booty cheek a little bit more, you know, if we're going commando, things like that. Very important to have an antibacterial layer there. You know, ladies, you guys know exactly what I mean. Our vagine health is very important, so I do appreciate that extra added detail. I didn't even think that was a thing, but now that I see them doing that in the shorts, I'm like, can we see that and more? Because if you guys know, I am a commando girly. Hello to the commando girlies. It's just been a lot better for me. And so I do think that's an important thing to factor in female activewear, is the health of our vagine. All right, next up we have the Legacy leggings. Again, I don't have these on hand myself, but you guys know the Legacy leggings are my tried and true. They're the same as usual, no changes there. Colors you can expect in the Legacy leggings is Cold Brew and Barista Blue. Only 2, which usually we see a lot more. So very interesting that we're only seeing 2 in the Legacy leggings. And I actually asked this in my Discord the other day, is what is your guys' all-time favorite Buffbunny collection leggings? Like, I feel like Legacy has to be a favorite because we literally see her in just about every single collection. But I'm just curious, what is your guys' all-time favorite Buffbunny collection legging and why? Comment down below, and just maybe I'll slip a gift card in one of your guys' DMs or emails, or comment back at you and say, hey, I got something for you. But let me know down below what your guys' all-time favorite Buffbunny collection legging is and why. Next, we have the collagen legging. So I love her a lot because I love that they put a seam only in the back and not in the front. So if you're someone who likes the top seam but not quite all the way around, then you guys will love the collagen legging for sure, because I like how the back seam definitely kept it in place more, but you didn't feel like it was digging into your stomach that much in the front. For me, a lot of my body weight is carried mostly in my stomach than it is in my low back. So this just really made me feel a lot comfortable with having a top seam to help keep things secure. I also found that the glute contouring was obviously very complimentary. That deep V we've seen before. Something I liked a lot was just how the detailing, like the back seam came all the way down to the side rather than ending right here. So I thought that added a nice cool touch to the side. Again, just like all the small things that you can do to make designs just feel more and more unique, I do appreciate. We do also have a silicone logo as well happening here. And then we don't have a front seam. And then we do have a little bit of that thicker stitching happening. Again, I don't think this is something that you see all the time. And I don't know what this style of like seams is, but Here we have like the regular like seam situation, but here it's like a little bit more thicker and raised, that it's almost like a piping detailing to just add some like contrast almost. Again, I'm not sure what that's called, but I do notice that some pieces have that more intense stitching happening where some don't. It does have it at the top here as well, and then it stops for that other side detailing that I showed you. So yeah, I just think that's a really cool detail to add there. There are side seams, obviously, as we just went through. And then the one thing is that the inseam is only 24.5 inches. Now, I know not a lot of my tall girlies are going to love that, but that is something that we are seeing in the collagen leggings, is that they are a shorter inseam than our typical 26, 27 that you guys see. So just keep that in mind if you are a taller girly. Overall, again, I was so comfortable in the collagen leggings. They're so stretchy, so comfortable, and I definitely feel like they could go both ways, whether I wanted to do something high impact or low impact. The fabric of the collagen, again, is just so versatile and just so unique, and just a perfect blend of comfort and performance in one. Now, the airbrush leggings that I was just pulling up for you guys, I loved running in these. They did not move at all, and I felt like I had a nice compressiveness because of the bonded waistband. We saw the bonded waistband situation first come out in the Rosa Scallop back in the Dreamhouse collection, but holy do I love these airbrush leggings. Like I was telling you guys earlier with the bra, like with just this like panel detailing situation with the bra, like it's beautiful. Like if we could just get a higher coverage bra, but with the exact same design, I would be hands down my favorite like pieces. It was just so good to run in, and it dried so quickly. I literally was sweating so much that it like sweated in the band and all the way down, and it dried literally within like 20 minutes, like completely. The bonding took a little bit longer to dry, but other than that, everything did dry down pretty quick. And so I was very impressed with that. And again, exactly like the collagen leggings, we do have a back seam only, not a front. The front, however, on this one is bonded, which gives you that extra compression. So overall, I think this combination of a bonded waistband in the front and then the elastic in the back is literally so perfect. We do not have any bonding in the back, so just keep that in mind. So I would love to see more leggings like this, because that was a very unique way to like give compression and like security in a legging, especially when it's a performance fabric legging, when you're going to use it for things like running, jumping, things like that, and you want to make sure things are secure. The side detailing is also very different. Again, it's this kind of like ribbon situation that we haven't seen before, and I really like that. And then something cool at the bottom is that it is kind of like more of that raw edge. It's not raw edge, but it was a very like sleek and like flat thing happening at the bottom here to really secure the legging as well while you're running. There is no silicone or anything like that, but I do love that we have a little bit more of a bonded bottom to make sure things stay secure when you're doing whatever activities that you're doing in this legging. I also didn't experience any camel toe or anything, which was great. Obviously, the lighter color is going to be a little bit more sheer. So I think for all bottoms in this collection that are on the lighter side, especially in this bone color, you are going to have to wear a nude underwear or go commando if you'd like. I mean, obviously going commando, that is a little bit more riskier with a lighter color. So it's just kind of like, if you know you're going to be comfortable in it, you're good to go. If you know it's going to be something that you're going to be a little bit self-conscious about, then obviously opt out of the lighter colors. This will be also coming out in black. I honestly do plan on grabbing the black set as well. Maybe because I just realized I can't have a matching bra. And the whole thing with this detailing is like having the matching bra. So now I'm like not sure. But yeah, overall, I'd say the airbrush legging was probably my favorite because I'm in my running girl era. And it just more so was because of the performance of it. It was literally absolutely amazing. It also has a triangle gusset. I noticed that they're making more comments about their gussets in the PDFs. And so I think that has to do a lot with like the camel toe situation and everything like that. And so again, overall, these were like my favorite legging of the collection for many different reasons. So more airbrush leggings, please. Me again. So I'm trying to explain it here in text, but I wanted to make sure that it comes across the right way. So as you can see from the BBL seamless to the bone, like the sticker appearance seems the same, but like you can literally tell in the seamless, like you can see my skin, you know what I mean? Where the bone you can't.
So although the sticker shows that it's like the same sheerness, I definitely don't agree with it. Also remember, I am in like studio lights as well. So yeah, I definitely don't want you guys to think that the bone is nearly as sheer as the seamless, because it definitely is not. And I'm literally talking to Teresa and Kara, and we're all saying kind of the same thing. So yeah, I definitely just want to make sure you guys know that it's not the exact same sheerness, but I still wanted to keep the sticker test in here so you guys can see. Obviously, if you go with a size that's too small, it will be more sheer than it should be. So just keep that in mind as well. I probably could go up to a medium, just so that it could be a little bit less sheer, like maybe for like lighter colors. Like I should try that for the next time, is like with a lighter color size up, with a darker color go to my like usual small size. But I truly loved these leggings so much in regards to how they fit, how they performed when I was running, just like everything, that like I can't even imagine like changing anything about like the size that I went with, kind of thing. But all is to say, like I don't feel as like self-conscious wearing the bone as I do with the BBL seamless. One thing you will notice kind of like in the beginning here is like I did get that same bit of outline like I did with the seamless, but again, it wasn't as nearly as problematic with the airbrush as it was with the seamless. And if anything, like once I like pulled it out, like it was fine. And like with the underwear, I don't know if I filmed an underwear clip with this one, but I know when I was just trying it myself with the underwear, again, you don't see the bunching of my underwear as much as you did with the seamless. So just trust me when I say they're not the same in regards to shareability. Even if it, like, even when I'm doing like my bend and snap test, like you don't see this as much as you do with the seamless. So if you like go back, we're just getting real up close and personal. You know what I mean? Like we already are that close and personal, but like this collection specifically, we're getting like, look at how much more of my skin you see here than you do over here. You know what I mean? Like completely different. So just wanted to make sure you guys saw that too.
Those ones are also 26 inches in their full length and is more of a high rise. So it's just so interesting. Since Buffbunny collection came out with the whole rise scale legend situation, I'm trying to figure out what I like the most, because sometimes when something's listed as like high rise, I don't like it. Sometimes when it is listed at high rise, I don't mind it. So I'm kind of struggling a little bit on figuring out what I like. So I think that's just gonna come in time. And I think that different styles of leggings will also depend on like what I think. And I will also mention I was a small in these. At first I was like, there's no way I'm gonna fit a small, but it's literally so stretchy, but also compressive. So like at first you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get it on, but I did, no problem. So yeah, just anyways, on the topic of just the rise, I'm really figuring out what I like and don't like, because for example, with the BBL seamless leggings, those are technically high rise, and I don't love the way the smalls comes on me on those, you know? So I just think it's like very different depending on the style that we're looking at. On to the Dream Heathered leggings, which I'm literally sitting in so much comfort in right now. There definitely isn't like a whole lot of compression or anything in them. However, they're just so comfortable. Like I said, they're soft and they kind of give you that cotton feel without pilling or anything like that. And I just love the heathered look as well. Like I just look so comfy and cozy in the bra and the scrunchies on this couch, everything like that. Like it's just a whole comfort kind of vibe. The Dream Heather leggings are only coming out in this gray color that I'm wearing here. Again, the fabric is the Dream Heathered fabric, which is a recycled polyester and spandex. And these ones as well will be a little bit on the shorter side of the inseam. So you are expecting a 24.5-inch inseam. These also have the V waistband, silicone logo, and no front seam, and there's also no side seams either. Again, for me personally, I wouldn't be wearing these where I know I'd be getting really sweaty, just because I feel like it's going to be very, very obvious, and I just don't know if the sweat wicking is going to be as great in this material specifically as it would be to the others that I've talked about previously. But let me tell you, the glutes are looking great, the legs are looking great, the comfort is there. I just really like them as a chill vibe legging. Last but not least, when it comes to the leggings, let's talk about the BBL seamless leggings. I had to get a few different sizes because I just needed to really figure out what I like and what I don't like. And it's tough because there's certain things I like about the medium, and then there's certain things I like about the small. So I would say that the mediums definitely overall look the best and fit the best, because my biggest problem with the smalls was what I was talking about earlier with the shorts, is where that V glute contouring comes up a little too short. And so it goes up the booty more, which also gives me a worse camel toe, which it kind of sounds confusing because you're like, no, you want the scrunch to go up more, yada, yada. But like whatever the design is of these BBL seamless ones specifically, not thinking about any other scrunch leggings, but these ones specifically, because it went up my booty cheeks more, the booty cheeks look better, but it definitely gave me more of a camel toe that I did not want. And like I said, the V sat a lot lower than I wanted to. That didn't complement the glutes as much as I wanted it to. And you'll see in this photo here, the comparison between the medium and the small, and you'll see exactly what I'm saying about that back V contouring that I'm talking about. So the cheeks were nice and separated for sure. But like I said, that V didn't sit quite right, and just, yeah. But what I did like is that I didn't have as much excess fabric in the crotch, through my knees, things like that in the small. Whereas the mediums, you can definitely see that I have a little bit of excess fabric throughout the leg and throughout the crotch. However, I do like the rise a lot better on the medium. I found that it came up a little bit higher, and like, I don't know if it's just a matter of me maybe getting used to it. I was talking to Teresa and Kara about this, and they were just saying that they had to just take some time in getting used to the other, like the lower rises. And so I think because I'm just always used to everything being so high and like meeting my bra all the time, like that's just what I'm used to and most comfortable with. And so maybe in time I'll get more and more used to that. But for me, I had to size up more so because of that reason. But again, now that I see like the way that the back even sits, I do think that the medium is just better overall when it comes to the rise in general. Not even just because of my personal preference, but even just where the seams sit, you know? So yeah, that was my struggle between the mediums and the smalls, and I'll let you guys judge on the screen if you guys think mediums or smalls look better. But I think overall, when you analyze absolutely everything, the mediums are going to be the winner, which I was totally fine with. Another thing that I noticed with the smalls is that the glute, like the under glute contouring was a little bit more sheer, and where on the medium it wasn't. So I think that's going to be another reason why you might want to go a size up. And again, just the lower rise in the small just like was kind of weird that like my belly button was almost visible. Like I'm just not used to that with my torso and everything like that. So that's just what it is. Again, as you'll see, the sheerness of these lighter colors are definitely there. You can clearly see the Buffbunny collection sticker for sure. And so I think you have to really be mindful of that when you guys are choosing the lighter colors. I'll put the ranking score on the screen as well as to what I think is going to be the least sheer to most sheer. But yeah, overall, I would say for just about every single light colored piece of legging here, you are going to want to wear a nude underwear or go commando, whatever you're most comfortable with. If you, again, don't feel comfortable in lighter colors in general, then I just wouldn't do that. But yeah, I mean, I've said this before a long, long time ago that like, it's just a given. You are going to see more sheerness, and that's just a given when you are a lighter color, unless someone were to like double layer something essentially. And I'm sure that's its own science in itself when it comes to apparel. So overall, I do like the BBL seamless leggings still. They definitely do feel a little bit different from the cake ones. And I do like the newer ones more. I think that they fit just overall a lot better. Like I said, the glute contouring sits in a nicer way. I find that they're not too compressive where I feel like I'm like suffocating or anything like that in the waist. I do still feel very snatched. I feel very comfortable. So I do like the updated fit. It's just something that I'm trying to navigate between the sizing. And then like I said, I just find that the camel toe situation has always been a thing with the BBL seamless in general. And so I don't know if that's a matter of like adjusting the gusset or what that looks like, but I'm sure it's something that they are continuously working on and figuring out at the team. The BBL seamless leggings also have that antibacterial gusset that we were talking about in the shorts. So again, love that for our hygiene. All the colors that you guys can expect to see in the BBL seamless leggings is Earl Grey, Pistachio, and Moody Blue. And I luckily have all three. So this is all three of them side by side. So you know, really just going with, like I said, the light vibes. These are also 24 inches in inseam. So again, so sorry to my taller ladies. That might be something that you don't love, but yeah, these are 24 inches in inseam as well. But I will say the BBL seamless leggings are doing the booty so good. We love her so much, and I really do appreciate it a lot. Okay, Miss Corset bodysuit. I am so upset that I don't have her for this review. I was really hoping it was going to happen, but unfortunately, the bodysuit is the one thing that is delayed in PR. So it's going to come out in the launch, but unfortunately, I will not be able to review it before the launch. But let me tell you, the minute I saw this corset bodysuit, I said, thank you for the adjustability. We can adjust it this way and this way. Like, thank you. That's just what we need in more bras in general. And I love that we have that in the corset bodysuit, because that was something that I would move my size for just based on it being a bodysuit. And so I'm so excited to see what that looks like on my cups. I am a little nervous about what the cup coverage is going to look like. I feel like she's probably going to be a little bit of a deeper plunge line, kind of similar to this bra that I'm wearing here, which I'm okay with, just kind of seeing where the like bone situation is happening, like because it's kind of like a corset, like just seeing where the under cup is looking on the design, I do feel like she'll be a little bit lower plunge, but I feel like with the adjustability, we can kind of control the spillage a little bit, so we will see. But overall, that definitely does not deter me from this bodysuit because she is just so beautiful. Like, hello, deep back V. That is going to look so, so good on so many girls. And like the glute situation is glute situationing. And then we have the bonded throughout the body. Like that is going to be just insane. The fact that I loved the bonding so much in the airbrush leggings, I can only imagine how much I'm going to love it in the bodysuit. Like I am just so freaking excited. It is the #1 product I wanted out of everything. And it really does kill me that I can't try it on beforehand. But I don't know. I just feel like there's no way that I'm not going to love it unless it's completely opposite of what I'm envisioning here. But it does have removable bust pads, adjustable straps, corset seam lines to accentuate the curves, deep V back, and then the design for the bonded waist. We have it coming out in 4 beautiful colors. We have the cold brew, black, mocha berry, and berry ice. And let's just say if you guys are looking for more mocha berry ice, it's not gonna be the last time we see her. Okay, but I just think those are 2 beautiful colors. And again, this bodysuit is just a very, very unique bodysuit I have not seen before. And I am the bodysuit girl. I love all my activewear bodysuits. You have no idea. They are my go-to all year round, literally. But anyways, I definitely don't see myself working out in this bodysuit. I mean, I don't often work out in my bodysuits. I more so just wear them like day to day, but who knows? Maybe I'll build up some courage and wear it to work out. It is also made of the PERFROM fabric, so it is meant to also work out in, so you definitely could. So I just can't wait to get them because I just hope I love them as much as I'm hyping them up right now. Very curious to see what it's going to be like, and I'll find out with you guys. So as far as sizings going, I am going to go ahead with a medium just because for most of the Buffbunny collection bodysuits that we've previously seen, I've always gone with like what is my true legging size because I need to make sure that it works for my legs, but also for my cup size. If I had a smaller titty committee, I would definitely go in with like a small because that is usually the bottom size that I like the most. But because I have to make sure that it works for my cups, I usually go with the medium because larges have been too big in my legs. So I'm going with a medium personally myself, and based on some of the other things that some of the athletes who did get to try on the bodysuit said, you can kind of go either way. It's just that one is obviously going to be a little bit more tighter than the other, but there isn't like a significant difference where it's like you must size up or you must go with this. So I would say go with whatever is your true legging size and you will be good to go because you've got that adjustability in the top. I'll also put a little bit of screenshots from Teresa, who gave a very good breakdown and side by side of the bodysuits in 2 different sizes, and you guys can see it on her. I'll see what other photos I can put up here, but literally it just looks like perfection. Okay, it just looks like perfection. And like I said, the only thing I'm really concerned about is just how much coverage I'm really going to get in the cups. And I just haven't quite seen anyone wearing it with the kind of implants that I do that I can relate to just yet to really give you guys a true opinion on what I think. But stay tuned on my stories. I will immediately try it on for you guys the minute I get it because it's just the biggest cloud looming over my head as to what I think about it, truly. Last but not least, we've got so many new scrunch socks coming out. We've got black, we've got this beige, we've got this brown over here, we got the gray that I have on my feet, and I love the Buffbunny collection scrunch socks. I think they did an amazing job at really giving that like chunky scrunch situation. And it just, these colors, you cannot go wrong. And the fact that we have it in a 3-pack, that is just absolutely everything. The 3-packs are going to be coming out in 2 different colorways. We will have the white, black, and gray, and then we'll have the white, beige, and brown together. And then we also have 2 different sizes. We have extra small, and then medium and large. I personally am a size 7 in my feet, and I have the extra small, and those work perfectly for me. The ribbed length is 6 inches, and then I just scrunch it down, and it literally is just the perfect sock for that scrunch look with a chunky shoe, like literally perfection. And the fact that I can now have a very like monochromatic look depending on whatever I'm wearing because I have all the scrunchy socks to go with it is literally just everything. So I really do love that they are coming out in 3-packs and in many more colors. Genesis collection, I loved some of you, but not all of you. I'm not saying that this is something that I'm like going absolutely crazy over other than the socks and the bodysuit. Like those 2 things, definitely my top 2. My number 3 would be the AIRBRUSH set. specifically more the leggings. If you guys were to ask like what's my favorites, I mean, I did like the Dream Heather that I'm wearing, but what I loved the most were the ones that I just mentioned. But obviously the biggest thing is that for the bigger titty community, there just wasn't a lot that gave me the coverage that I wanted or the support that I wanted. And so these bras, like I'll very much be wearing at home, under things. I mean, depending on the confidence level I have for my girls to be like a little bit more out there at the gym, I'll wear some of them at the gym. But honestly, this is where those like mesh jackets that Buffbunny collection has come out with is perfect, because it's like you want to show the bra, but you're not quite wanting to be all out there. So yeah, that's probably the only thing, which obviously I know a lot of you guys are frustrated about, is because if you're a matching girling like me, you know, when things like can't be shown, you know, and like we can't have our full matchy moment without a sweater, like it is frustrating. Like I know it's a small thing, but like I get it. Okay. So I don't know. It's just, like I said, something that I'm like having patience with. And I know that our time will come, bigger titty committee. I'm just waiting, just like you guys. I'm literally chilling, waiting with you all. And the minute that we get more, we are having a celebration. Let me tell you that. So, I mean, like I said, we did see some in the last few months of last year, but it's just like, okay, we want to see more. And I get that. So overall Genesis collection, we were good, but there are certain things that I do want to see different. And the one thing that I really wanted to give you guys the real and honest truth about, I don't have, which is no one's fault. Like it's just delayed because of the holidays and stuff. So it's just what it is. But yeah, that is everything on the Genesis collection. Again, I think the meaning behind the Genesis collection is absolutely beautiful and such an important message to portray, especially at this time of the year when everyone's new to the gym, getting back into the gym, whatever that may be, myself included. And so I really love that about the brand, is that they are empowering women in so many different ways, in so many different aspects of our life, in so many different phases of our life as well. And so remember, not every collection is going to be for you. And if it's not for you, it's totally fine. You can skip it. If there's only a few things that you want from this collection, that's fine too. You don't always need to love every single collection. At the end of the day, they are accommodating so many different body types, so many different styles, so many different personalities, so many different things that people feel are important in their activewear. And that's a really challenging thing to do for every single collection. Like I literally, with the time that I've spent getting to know the design process and the brand and, you know, being a part of the company for as long as I have, I understand more behind the scenes of the complexity that it is to accommodate so many different things that people are wanting. And so again, I'm just saying this more for the community that I know is frustrated. You guys have DM'd me before and everything like that. And I just want you to know I am speaking to the team knows, and just hold on, okay? Just hold on. Like I've said a few times, you guys know me. I wouldn't be a part of a company that wouldn't support my cup size. Like that just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? So it's not like we're never going to get any. It's just like, you gotta wait your turn. You know, we gotta just wait in the queue and it'll be all good to go, and watch. The minute we get one, we're going to like have so many, it's going to be like overwhelming almost, you know? And that's why, honestly, when I rave about a bra being good for the bigger titty committee, you have to get it, because you just don't know when the next one's coming, unfortunately. And it's just what it is. So anyways, that is everything on the Genesis collection. If you guys are wanting to enter my giveaway, as usual, I'm hosting one over on Instagram. Just look for this post here. If you guys have any questions, feel free to slide into my DMs on Instagram, join my Discord community, or comment down below, and I will support you guys all the way up until the launch time. I love sending you guys more photos, voice memos, whatever it is you guys need. At the end of the day, I hope this video helped you guys in deciding what to buy for this collection. And of course, if you guys want to save 10%, and if you guys want to support me directly, I do make a little bit of a commission if you guys use the code GABS at checkout. Make sure to let me know if you guys do choose to support me, because I understand you guys could choose any of the codes that are out there in the social media world, but you guys are choosing to support me. And I want to make sure that I say thank you to you guys, because again, as I've said in every single video, I would not be here where I am today with Buffbunny collection and with my life in general without you guys, my GABFAM. So make sure you guys let me know what you guys order so I can say thank you. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.